kesia na ni nyine enya mfaso. Like President Mahama said, na breso 2016 ECG enya mfaso. Na breso 2016 Gridco enya mfaso. Cocoa board enya mfaso. Bank of Ghana enya mfaso kura enya sika kosi hospital. Eno na ye friend of the bank hospital a COVID the buy en kran ha. E wona na Akufo-Addo ministers o masala Eco hospital. Vibrant, viable, strong, profitable. Abai nyuma na efe nipa bebree enyemapa. Joma meko. Osansu ja nkofoi America sika $490 million. Yemfa me ya dia ye friend power compact. Ni yemfa nsiesi ECG. Se na be ya dumso magana biem America fo sika omde man no almost $500 million. Eno no mokote abusua company nanfofo company omode baba fo munnim enyina ma hoden nyansa bia ekototo ano a onche ni United nti entokwesi omuntemu a America force omusika omafa omfa ma ye biem nti $190 million hwe ahwere Ghana kata hyehe proye ni sikeni brinti abusua baako eno enema tape bi ba bonti amote gabi ocheda ko voice Akufo-Addo nua bumpy voice omo che shares of ECG adia Mahama di ja omo bi o maseno Yura Mahama eko yes na nipa bebre ni adwuma but what was the unemployment rate like he said 8.4% internet was form mbomponso anyama bo fa soko soro ye friend inflation rate 15.4%. Maybe like it was not the ideal, but at least 90%. And like President Mahama said, Ototo nyeme year 2016, wanye 1 cedi busia from Bank of Ghana, yam printi sika 1 cedi krama no. Ene mo hwe baby Ghana ye di ja ba wo miam no mo di ababedru. Bibia say. Bibia tete apansam. Yeka cry into me. And after President Mahama painted the right picture about Ghana, yede share Akufo-Addo ne ba wo mi Ansah no. Osanso kan baby, kan bibi efa baby a Akufo-Addo ne ba wo mi aba bi for which reason I said they must make their handing over those ready because they must go. I was omoko. Na the obetumi ayo mine ye no oba. Hwe ma misisi ai.
An inflation rate that went as high as 54% and is currently still hovering above 20%. Ghana today has one of the highest food inflation rates in the whole of Africa. We have a currency that has depreciated to almost 16 cedis to $1, and we borrowed more than 70 billion from the central bank, the Bank of Ghana, causing a serious upsurge in inflation and causing the Bank of Ghana to go broke. We have a debt to GDP that went as high as 104%. And today, the unemployment rate is almost 15% from just above 8% in 2016. Worst of all, Ghana has defaulted on her debt payments and has therefore engaged in a debt exchange that has resulted in painful haircuts, and they have deferred the tenure of bonds at lower interest rates. This has caused a lot of trouble for investors, including pensioners. Cocoa production, which has been one of the mainstay of our economy, has plummeted, and for the first time in the history of our country, the Cocoa Board annual syndication, which was sought after by all international banks, today it has no takers. Nobody is willing to lend Cocoa Board any money. Production volumes are down, and Cocoa Board is seeking to delay delivery of almost 350,000 tons of cocoa to next year. It means that your government, NDC, is the one going to have to find the 350,000 to fill that hole, to pay the debt.
Yes, Abusianfo. So that was President Mahama again. And some like what me money, but in the next episodes, we'll be bringing you more clips from this important program. Areho kra asefem baby ene Ghana. Omampenye kufu adone ba wumi ade akwakodro. Ne inflation na eye 15% na no mo se esondodo. Pomponso anyama boko soro no ekomirika dodo no. Ekosoro akodu 54% 2022. Shini pa bibiri betiro musika. Nipa bibiri anu aduane bo. And I know say ya almost about 22%. Na say 15% na enye no mo kaze yanto abentia mahama 22% and no mo de bibiri ki unemployment rate 8.4 na mo say enye yanto abentia mahama ye to abetia no. And more than 15%. And mahama eko Ghana na ye ka o de totu ye sika ye wo nyina ho debt to GDP ratio. Na yesika ye wono emu ohamu chichemu adonum nsia 56% ebetimetu ayeka. Any friend debt to GDP ratio. And ne Ghana as of December 2022 besiabo bebrebe ni sika die basa anti. O de Ghana katoto yesika nyina ho a 104%. Eche say ye ton Ghana nyina kra intimintu ayeka. Te ne ka me Ghana intimintu ayeka. Omo aya bo mo ho besia nyina no ya mo haircut e kire se omusika wo se nka ye de ma wo mo no aban na fabi omo fo ma no kopem dan. That is why our pensioners our maba ben besia including the former chief justice and chair kra no mo ye oye kire e wo Ministry of Finance edinsi Ghana bakose muda ene edwuma bia MPP fo agu no PBC agu no Cocoa Board agu no Gihok agu no ECG omagu edwuma bia omagu no Joma ma bresu yitimiti cocoa na kakakra na 1 million tons atamos abresu yenya 1 million tons but 2016 969,000 metric tons and ebisa say yeti cocoa ni yeti say 500 metric tons wa yenya bi nti omo ayekoje omo besia say ye de ba beto cocoa abro omo ye de omo ka 350,000 tons yenya cocoa na nko cocoa adwuma na egu no ye ka omo ma yenka Cocoa Board a cow more day wo Bank of Ghana over 13 billion o muntimi ntua enti abusuanfo areho penyi se de odani jamu no on nim se ne sihye ne fa wa wotie mi se koyi o enkoyi wunim na wunim so se enkoyi na ye yamfonso ne ye to abama MPP bi mu a ne ne de ye ka ne se o man no ma se ni se ya emu aye denden dia ye bre na da omudi adada yen taxes omuka so mo be ye free on so mudi over 40 agu ye so a ye komu bu no ye pene so ye ni je ho. It will be an expression of our satisfaction with the misgovernance and the destruction of this country by the NPP. Ye yam for so ne to abama omo a ti se obi enansi umene okun na wo man fans obe chim ne nan no wabu ko mu preko. Let's not make that mistake. That is why you must pay attention to John Mahama and Niswa Dehuno Shishia Pa our NDC, your manifesto idea to Ghana. It has something for you. And I'm going to the screen and I want to give you a summary of 3 parts of manifesto na idea to Ghana. The first part, a 2-hour doa Bawumia Akufu ado ni MPP de agu yeso ama Ghana ye dendende ene oton ayento ofri ayentua. One of the reasons is because of taxes. What do you call supermarkets and ports and as a a grocery shop ko restaurant na ko to ade bia na hwe ye bob man receipt ne taxes nkungu so e do so kra chan ade ne bo eneminem yetua COVID levy yetua e-levy yetua ngusietuo emissions levy, so many taxes. And President Mahama was shebo about these taxes in the manifesto. What will you do? So let's start with taxation. Now, where the manifesto I did to Ghana, Ade ba ko esi President Mahama ni so kwan a ye be fa so ateto so eto bebre na ama businesses free Ghana ko Cote d'Ivoire ebi ko Togo ebi ko Nigeria no. How can we reduce those taxes na Ghana for one hand? Because Ansah na the policy bi beba say wo ba be ye school wo be ya kwan e wo say nipa eti oman ni mu no omo hutimi hand omo. So we are starting with taxation. Now, this is what President Mahama is promising. Say, within the first 90 days, e-levia bawumia ediaba. Ene wo hia ni obreye adwuma titi ni mo wuremua na onya kakra. O sendi sika ma ne ba bi o sendi sika ma ni nua bi wo sukuu mu. Or send this kama ni busuani bia na ba womi ate e11 no sa e11 no o man panyi Jo Mahama se obeyi e de afi obetwam na busuanfo apart from e11 Jo Mahama se obetwam no COVID-19 levy to a make sense ba kokra. It doesn't make sense one bit. Say Corona yare ba 24 years ago. Ghana onyame adom yenya sika over 30 billion because of that. I'm saying we're having some technical hitches. So we will go for a short commercial break and come back. Master, what is happening here?
Must work more efficiently.
John Dramani Mahama, 24-hour economy so fast living. Power game.
Yeah, for a little technical hitch. That is why we took a short break. And when see the number Nugusu Americano is about taxes at Wahodoa, Yura John Dramani Mahama Sioba Obitram. And the first tax is e-levy. But they can't say e-levy at Toa, it makes sense. Because Bawumiane Kachre on Peace FM in August 2016. In fact, August 2020, say Momo dia ye for na ye momo nti ni say ye de to bia eto momo so. Eno nti enya dia MPP aban e de to ebeto momo so. That is what Bawumia said. Ewi akire no, they brought e-levy. And utie then General Secretary John Boadua oye Chief Executive Officer ma MPP na samra ye pass e-levy no ko cabinet meeting na. Or say Bawumia na e-levy mra no kro ne tire. He was very instrumental. You can Google it. Kojo Oponkroma said it. Gideon Bwakuba Wumianka's spokesperson said it, and John Boadu said the same thing. But Panocha no John Mama so Baba be trem. It's other John Mama who sending Mumu. We electronic transaction, Uber. We any transfer until e-levy, be trem. COVID-19 levy, like I was explaining, Yaria Ababe Kumi eno, Ababe se ni pedumano, Yemfanya two enyi ni sika emfri ni panchei. Eya pu, eye etimodin. Ghana bakose mu yenti bibi se mpenyin semda. Say yare bia ba yese ye de yare no ada ne to. We don't have cholera levy, we don't have HIV levy, we don't have malaria levy. You need typhoid levy. That didn't near what COVID levy. Because I buy no de bia no. And I'm sick at no. Sick be on benya bia so mo. It require on be fa so de nyanse nitie de to aba me yatu sika mo ma che di nko a. Na nya sa na COVID aba be kum nipa ne asan so de ada ne to. Na COVID is so amamu sika over 30 billion when they are shenekwa. So why are we still paying COVID levy? Abra COVID 2020 the by 2022 na COVID the trem. Do your checks. Enya de make an kwa why you hwehwemu. O men be any we are seeing not West Africa, not Africa, not in the world, no country energy COVID levy from their citizens. Why must we pay COVID levy? It will go to Obama MPP ni bawumia. You want to still pay COVID levy? No. Yentremni and wontoye. John Mahama said, within 90 days, bosome nsa pe obetrem. Where emranti and to baako a ɛha wo pa. On say betting. Enya dia eye obia pe se obeye betting. It is not ideal say obi be man e ba ye betting. But say na adwuma ni ho. Boys tifie, the omu be declared. Uncle Bokro no ana. That's the question. Uncle Bokro no. I was set. I was trying to look. And away near spa cha na sa cha na yenim titititi way of football. Manchester and Chelsea ko bo hwana be Chelsea be shemienu. Okay. Chelsea shemienu ana wenya kakra atodwane di. Eye. Even though enya no de ye ama maburu ne emrantie no. So it has become a refuge for all these unemployed young people. I know omania to talk about Musemua, Omundi Boaphobia, Omuhudi Omunia. And also, so, but we may say, Ultra bet na udia 10% or Joe tight 10%. The Akrano, Ultra bet, ye bedini sa, one day be a ton of lives with 1,000 Ghana Biana, but we may have 10%. And also, so, John Mama will be trim. Now, to no the Omodia Ba, one paba could near friend emissions levy. And also, so, a tour member will be answered, and a fidebia, a produce musi bia or genitor. It will kada, Abuboya, Mahama can do. Every omade share, Mimobia Jomimobia Kwaba, eba NDC 360. We Jumedi Strum Kukra, NDC Amanyoko, Yashasha, Yadi Bodeuro, Afa, and the Panisha Pa, Yura John Dramani Mahama, and NDC Amanyoko Woma or my Ghana, and the Ghana Funina, or a fee 2024 Abatwa, Yekwa Kotumu. Hasso, and some way could Triba Bremai, Efa or my Ghana home. Amamu bɔne a ɛnɛ ama nyɛma tete apansam a ɛnyɛma nkoyi a yɛnyina yɛbrɛ no ha ne yɛyi nsɛm no maako bɔkɔɔ te sɛ akyekyedeɛ nanteɛ ɛkyerɛkyerɛ ma abɔfra kora ɛte aseɛ ma obi akɔ aba biem ɛba this special edition of NDC 360 media ne Samage mfi mu somfo akyiame hinema NDC amanyoko, and I will be bringing you this edition of the NDC 360 show nti baby awohwɛ me biara no Mwakwaba. Sene munim dada no dwumadie. We having a simulcast on 5 TV stations. We are live on TV XYZ, Loud Silence TV, Unia TV, any Wazer TV. We are also live on MBN TV. Oko Techimana, we are live on Akina Radio. And we live on social media. Facebook at NDC360, YouTube at NDC360 Official, and on X, the one our friend on Twitter, NDC360 Official. Inti, spread the word, tell a friend to tell a friend that Samage and the NDC, we are live on NDC360. Eha ena no kreni nyina wo. Eha na person who the koso about Ghana, e was say odi we fidie eto. And I promise you that you will not regret, because this show promises to be educative, informative, and impactful. And until like the link, share, spread the word, like, share, and comment. Like, share, and comment. The show, and we hear like, share, and comment, especially sharing, because I was saying, Ghana for the dona ete insempa. Yanemo Ebabe channel and Jumedino. So now, and what are we talking about on NDC 360? Maybe they train me on the 24th of August. NDC Amanyo Kumina Yeko Piemu Ewo Winiba Eko Pa Ye manifesto Huntuma. And this one Hunua NDC Amanyo Ku Ye Woma o my Ghana. The Fapim Eye Yura John Dramani Mahama Udi Enim no to Franca may afi abatu imuno. Yakopa huntuma ewo winiba in the central region. Ede ne wom. Ene yentumi kan nsem ewo mu nyina enkyerɛw. Yentumi ni nsem ni nyina ho nkɔmɔ ne. But yebeyi bɛsɛ nsem no miɛnsa enan na yenya ntoboase akyerɛkyerɛ. Ene the aspects of the manifesto are yede brewo no NDC manifesto for 2024 election yede brewo no eye nsem wa wani beje ho, because if ya sitting mu ho if ya brabo mu ho ye boto mu ho de na ye wura John Mahama any NDC beye se ye momo akonya eto abeye momo de na ye beye e de atete nyema so ama omanfo ho ahehan ye de na ye beye ma e de ahoto no nnwuma titiru aba. These are the highlights of the manifesto. Yeba benyan to boase ni eniwo edi ehun komo on this show. Ejabusia, tell a friend to tell a friend that we are live. Like the link, share the link, and remember to comment. And the show no will be relatively shorter. Menya show say up to 10, so we'll have more time to read more messages. So at this stage, Yebeko a quick break, but this is not really a break because I want to play to you. And you know your launch channel Winiba on the 24-hour economy policy John Muhammad Eba. And then you know ati say eko viral ubienia because of how powerful this music is. It is the official 24-hour economy song. Ya launch it, and just listen to it. Later on in the show, we will launch another 24-hour economy song. But for now, watch this song. So you see, I'll take you through some of the highlights of the program. Manifesto and yebenyan to wasie a church and semnimu. Teach you a witchy castle. Na more munyante and what sense why do my orchestra and won't be biasano? What to me at as if you me, mamma, basis. Welcome to NDC and you. Ena yejebre. Eni udin komofa. And she part the policies, the programs are NDC amanyuku. Yede begu akwemu. Ama Ghana be ye krabehe. Eden sisama pa beba. They are dim puntuo ni inyuma ni ahoto beba o my Ghana mu. Eni yedi hunkomo. Medical culture say 2024 aba ye kwa akotui. Abato a ewu hia. Isan say prim ye nyina ye homete. Ye wa ho kire kese mu. This nation is in a mess. And abato we ni akwanya ye wo say ye besesem na ensesa papa abagana. We cannot afford to waste this opportunity. Because ye benya akwanya bi say biem no na mfie na ye chi. So this is a very crucial election. Minu mienu nyina no ya brabo depends on it. Yen dache ne yen madache depend on it. We can't joke with it. And for us in the NDC, no, adie baako enye no nko aba adie baako was ye gina so. Ne nyina ye de to abapa. Apart from your sitting, apart from katasheshane pro ye dream kankan krono a ekoso a edio mai nya no nti ye bre na no nti wose yesesem no ade baako a eno so mu hia ene enhwehwe a amanyoko ahodo e egina ba no ede ba omanfo ani se we ni yetimupo we ni ani suade hunu a se moma ye kwan a ede be ye adwuma de hin na be boa wo man no who has the right practicable solutions. And that is why we are bringing you this NDC and you segment. Nyuma Wutie was official 24-hour economy song. But after launching this, we launched our manifesto. Na manifesto no, Ansah na midu be wuremu no, mamini kan emmo ensembia yura John Dramani Mahama editudra. Ewo winiba at the launch. Yebo sansem no ne de munchiri mu emawa. Obehu bebi Ghana gina sisi. Ghana na yede show mampenye kufu adoba wo mia ne MPP nsa no na sen na esitie yenkaka ye ho na eneso hefa na yedru na wo hudie ntia ensem we ye manifesto no tie na utie ne ye netimi aboa mo ato aba ama John Dramani Mahama and the National Democratic Congress. So first of all, let's watch a short clip of how John Mahama was introduced. Here we are. A short clip of some of the things that Okai and Sakran Yoro manifesto.
From the north to the south, from the east to the west, there is a loud cry for change. And make no mistake about it, this cry for change is not about any political cry for change. It's about the redemption of the soul of our nation. It is about the healing of the soul of our nation. It is about resetting our country for jobs, prosperity for all, and accountability. And ladies and gentlemen, as daunting as this task is, we all have the collective capability under the right leadership to turn things around. The right leadership. But you see, who is that leader who can be trusted to lead all of us to build the Ghana we want together? I'm sure you will agree with me that that leader is none other than the visionary nation builder. A man of vision, a man who has love for Ghana, a man of integrity, despite the many lies which were heaped on him and the deliberate character assassination that this man was subjected to. Today, God and posterity has vindicated him. Today, he remains squeaky clean. And one thing about this man is that he is not a try and error person. He's a man with a proven track record. In only 4 years, Choboy, this man gave Ghana the best international airport in the whole of West Africa. Choboy, in only 4 years, this man gave us the biggest port in the whole of West Africa. In only 4 years, And I'm not talking about projects that someone started and he came to complete. Projects started and completed. Choboy, in only 4 years, under his leadership, the Bank of Ghana Hospital was built. In only 4 years, the Ghana Maritime Hospital was built under his leadership. In only 4 years, the Dodowa Hospital was built. In only 4 years, here in the central region, the Kaswa Interchange was built. In only 4 years, the Kaswa Polyclinic was built. And under his leadership, in only 4 years, we saw the single largest contribution to our secondary school stock in Ghana. The commencement of the construction of 124 secondary schools, 46 of which he completed and operationalized. And today in the central region, if you go to Diaso, you will see some there. If you go to Mori, you will see some there. If you go to Awutu of Akko, you will see some there. And that is why we call him the nation builder. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the stone that the builders rejected, which has become the chief cornerstone, the flag bearer and the leader of the great National Democratic Congress, and by the grace of God, the incoming president of the Republic of Ghana, welcome to the microphone, His Excellency, His Excellency, His Excellency, His Excellency, His Excellency, His Excellency, John Dramani Mahama.
Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the nation builder.
John Mahama waya 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 waya.
This government must begin writing their handing over notes if they have not started doing so already. This MPP administration has been the biggest political scam that has been pulled on Ghanaians since our independence in 1957. And I'll explain why. They were repackaged with ribbons and sweetly scented with enticing promises. Most Ghanaians will agree that Nana Akufo-Addo is indeed the president Ghana never got. And indeed, I dare say, his much touted economic whiz-kid Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is also the economic messiah Ghana never got. The MPP government took over from our administration on 7 January 2017. They inherited an energy sector we had stabilized with the fastest mobilization of emergency power of almost 800 megawatts in the history of Ghana. Along with this came a new Energy Sector Levy Act, which we call ESLA, with potential revenues of 3 billion Ghana cedis every year to pay off legacy energy sector debts. They inherited an ongoing Millennium Challenge Compact of $547 million aimed at making Ghana's energy sector the most efficient in Africa. This family, ruling family, quarreled over the shares in the PDS company and led to the US pulling back $190 million, which was meant for the most critical component of the compact, and that is private sector participation and improvement in collections at the distribution end of the electricity value chain. They inherited more than $450 million of the IMF extended credit facility initiated by my administration. Most of our state-owned enterprises were breaking even or making a profit. We handed that to them. They inherited a cocoa production of more than 960,000 metric tons of cocoa, with a cocoa board that was making profit and owed only 1.5 billion cedis to the central bank in cocoa bills. We handed over to them 2 new oil-producing wells, the 10 fields and the ENI Sankofa, which increased Ghana's oil production by more than 100,000 barrels per day, with additional gas of more than 200 million standard cubic feet per day. And this increased Ghana's oil revenues from petroleum by more than $500 million every year. They took over from our administration a stabilization fund in which we had accrued $277 million, a Ghana Infrastructure Investment Fund with seed money of $270 million, a sinking fund account at the Bank of Ghana with a balance of over $200 million. They inherited a budget that ran a deficit of 6.1% with zero borrowing from the central bank, the Bank of Ghana, zero borrowing. They inherited a stable currency that traded at about 4 cedis to $1. Inflation was at 15.4%. Unemployment was at 8.4%. And when we handed over the administration of this country to the Akufo-Addo-Bawumia government, Ghana's debt as a percentage of our GDP was 56%. As a result of fiscal consolidation, we handed over an economy that was set to grow above 8%, as predicted by the World Bank and IMF and all the credit rating agencies. Private businesses enjoyed an enabling environment to thrive, and foreign investors were queuing to make investments in our economy. The NPP government also took off with a stabilized economy and significant buffers with enormous domestic and internal goodwill. Indeed, this has been the most favored government in our history. But alas, the Ghanaian people's favor, their goodwill, has been repaid with only pain and anguish. This government has received more revenue than all governments combined in the history of Ghana. And as the saying goes, to whom much is given, much is expected. Unfortunately, the people of Ghana have been severely shortchanged by this administration. The scorecard of this administration has been abysmal.
Yes, that is the nation builder, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Namutse Nkano, setting the record straight and painting the right picture of Ghana or the share Akufo-Addo ne Owura-Bawumia Ansah on the 7th of January 2017, almost 8 years ago. The entire boss I tape with chair when they say MPP4 omunim ntro di omunim infuturu tu oma dada Ghana for peace oh joma me kono na nyema nye na nyema say yes joma me kono na Ghana nte say heaven like any other country na ye what challenges na nyema bibiri wo a na enkoye however na yoramama ahwehwe nyema ye watoto nyema ye apejo minus baby a ekwan ayenam so no na yekoye nim impuntu kwan na ne yenam so enti President Mahama Ansah na oba be launch manifesto no kra no shared with us facts and figures untumi ni ho achinye eya no kra turu do de dikai o chiremu a Ghana how ba ko pa na breso ha ye na ye nyina mahode ho nsem nkani a ne ntumi nyina so se dum so iso enya na breso de fiti ase mo be kaya mo mani afini de munim ya papa Rollins pencil in the 80s yenya dum so ya papa Kofo pencil yenya dum so in fact ya papa JJ Rollins pencil ko yenya dum so Kofo pencil po de okofa asofo so munko akosombu no pe bra base ya so munko akosombu ko bompa na nsu nto na intiminya enyana mahoden edina enya de foforo na Mahama betoye. But you see, he did not blame anyone. He took full responsibility. Said he will fix it. And like he explained in the tape you just listened, I will harass so, intend them so, Enyama hode on the bag Ghana ni bin si da. The Mary by or the car power by about 800 megawatts in a short period of time. The largest and the fastest mobilization of power are Ghana yehumbi since Ghana beto. And the men in Amahode Kenya no so yeswa all kono na yetudum so as. E kaswa na emene enyamahode companies like ECG, Gridco, and the keka hono or the a 12 by for 2 by a friend Energy Sector Levies Act ESLA afibia maye over 3 billion cedis maye di tuasa akano, and that was the solution to enyamahode problems. Senebeya eka emma ECG, Gridco, VRA Ansah kodumso tibiem jomama eyisa problem ni free o sanso kra maye gas enyamahode emfidie na emaye nkenia no yede begum ojaframa edebe maye nkenia, because before that na ye be hia gas aje se yakọ Nigeria akọkra afibia na Ghana ehwere $300 million just on the importation of gas, and by building the biggest factory in Ghana, the Twabo gas processing plants. Any Ghana gas company, I be Yuma Ghana for be brain we solve that problem. In Kenya problem no na solve by the time Anajo Mahama Eko. Bobekaya 2015 Jo Mahama de Eko IMF. Na nye se ye de kat se na ye de ka ye ntumi ntue da bi. Na ye pese investors GD omo we sika semu ye pejama ne kosoro ne yetimi twi sika eba Ghana be ye mpuntu. We need policy credibility. We walked to the IMF, young career on a stretcher and in an ambulance. They said, "Ya ben koye." Omomwaye, ya koje just $937 million. Ne nu $1 billion in. Ya no mu kuye omo da stretcher so omo ka omu ntimi ntua. Omo bo mine into 3 billion preko. We went $937 million Yerama Ansah kaye no. Kakre bi no jeye. Na breso ebe to no mande de ye adwuma. Sika ni mu dodo $450 million. Omampenye Kufuor ne ba womia ene be yusu ye. Just the president Mahama ka asem wo ni ba. Enka Ghana fo bebre nim. MPP fo no mu di na terms of the IMF. Now IMF were incompetent. They came and met the IMF money, $450 million. They drew it down. There was somebody yellow. And ya no kwa Jo Mahama eko Ujessica tiemi yewu Ghana bakosemu minim omampenyi a ofra konya so kwa na ya bofoto under this Fourth Republic at least asika dem sinking fund for to Jo Mahama boy say yen sie sika wo yen kore sika wo na Ghana ye ka ye de ne mre so say wasi yetua ka na yakofa sika no e de yetua. Look at how visionary Jo Mahama was. He said, "I know see dwene hwe kan." Because President Kufuor in 2007, now okoje your first Eurobond, besia di kan e wa mansembia so $750 million. And now President Mahama nim say mrebe so a e was a Ghana tua sa aka no. Amambo so yanto aso untu bi nkasa Kufuor na je ye nti no memfa ho. Enti obotfo no Academy first $250 million President Mahama paid. And a $500 million aka no. Utwe sika to sinking fund mu. Akufuor ne ba gomi aba na sika dem. Osanso bo foto foforo. Aye friend no Ghana Infrastructure Investment Fund GIF. Foto sonko obo ye se port duties aye etua no ho no yentimu kakra emfankoto na yemfa nyempuntu nyuma ngwa. Infrastructure investment. Impuntu nyuma kese a edi nyuma beba Ghana edi nkoso ni impuntu beba. And also so open na Kufuor do ni nua ketewa bawomia baaye no. Na $270 million sika cash edem. And MPP for Mika said, "Jo Mahama enyo omo hwe, you left them a mess. You came and met sinking fund $500 million. Gave $270 million. Ghana all you sikas. Na Eurata Mills, ama ya yemra 2011 Petroleum Revenue Management Act. Amrano atrese yente sikani be 15% enkoto foto a yefre no stabilization fund. Stabilization fund, like the name suggests. Yes, ye all you sikano ye di ni atamels no joma ma say no. Maye ni nyina ye betumi the 70%. Aye de was ye bia nne. Ba be 21% not 15. Sorry. Ye mfansie. Na oman ne kwa ho kire mu a ye de abeboa. 9% ye yemfa nto nchiri ma ho ye se yefre no heritage fund. Sa stabilization fund nkwa joma ma ekọ no de be $300 million na atum. Itemra coronavirus ba ya oman sikasem ye basa no. Eno na akufu ado ne bagomia ekomu ekoyi 1.2 billion cedis, not dollars. It was $300 million, but they went in for 1.2 billion cedis. Because now, as a 20 I covered the buy a dollar ye bear 6 cedis, you know. When they multiply $300 million a year, that was in excess of 1.8 billion cedis. So they went for 1.2 billion cedis. And yeah, nonko. Yeja abaywe enyuma kesia na nyine enya mfaso. Like President Mahama said, na breso 2016 ECG enya mfaso. Na breso 2016 Gridco enya mfaso. Cocoa Board enya mfaso. Bank of Ghana enya mfaso kura enya sika kosi hospital. Eno na ne ye friend of the bank hospital cover the buy en kran ha. E wona na Akufo-Addo ministers o masala e hospital. Vibrant, viable, strong, profitable. Abai nyuma na efe nipa bebree ye enyemapa. Joma meko. Osansu ja nkofoi America sika $490 million. Yemfa me ya dia ye friend Power Compact. Ni yemfa nsiesi ECG. Se na be ya dum so magana biem America fo sika omde man no almost $500 million. Eno no mokote abusua company nanfofo company omode baba fo munim enyina ma hoden nyansa bia ekototo ano a onche ni United nti entokwesi omuntemu a America force omusika omafa omfa ma ye biem nti $190 million hwe ahwere Ghana kata hyehe pro ye ni sikani brinti abusua baako eno enema tape bi ba bonti amote gabi ocheda ko voice Akufo-Addo nua Bumpty voice. Omo che shares of ECG. Adia Mahama di ja omo bi o ma se no. Yura Mahama eko. Yes, na nipa bebre ni adwuma. But what was the unemployment rate? Like he said, 8.4%. Internet was form. Mbomponso anyama bo fa so kosoro ye friend inflation rate 15.4%. Like it was not the ideal, but at least 90%. And like President Mahama said, Ototo nyeme year 2016, wanye 1 cedi busia from Bank of Ghana, yam printi sika 1 cedi krama no. Ene mohwe baby ya Ghana ye di ja ba wo miam no mo di ababedru. Bibia say, bibia tete apansam. Yeka crying to me into ya. And after President Mahama painted the right picture about Ghana, yede share Akufo-Addo ne ba wo mi Ansah no. Osanso kan baby, kan bibi efa baby a Akufo-Addo ne ba wo mi aba be gina for which reason or say they must make their handing over those ready because they must go. E was omoko. Na de obetumi ayo man ye no oba. Hwe we ma mesisi ai.
An inflation rate that went as high as 54% and is currently still hovering above 20%. Ghana today has one of the highest food inflation rates in the whole of Africa. We have a currency that has depreciated to almost 16 cedis to $1, and we borrowed more than 70 billion from the central bank, the Bank of Ghana, causing a serious upsurge in inflation and causing the Bank of Ghana to go broke. We have a debt to GDP that went as high as 104%. And today, the unemployment rate is almost 15%, from just above 8% in 2016. Worst of all, Ghana has defaulted on her debt payments and has therefore engaged in a debt exchange that has resulted in painful haircuts, and they have deferred the tenure of bonds at lower interest rates. This has caused a lot of trouble for investors, including pensioners. Cocoa production, which has been one of the mainstay of our economy, has plummeted, and for the first time in the history of our country, the Cocoa Board annual syndication, which was sought after by all international banks, today it has no takers. Nobody is willing to lend Cocoa Board any money. Production volumes are down, and Cocoa Board is seeking to delay delivery of almost 350,000 tons of cocoa to next year. It means that your government, NDC, is the one going to have to find the 350,000 to fill that hole, to pay the debt.
Yes, Abusianfo. So that was President Mahama again. And something what me money. But in the next episodes, we'll be bringing you more clips from this important program. Areho kra asefem bebia na Ghana omampenye kufu adone ba wemi ade akwakodro ne inflation na eye 15% na no mo se esondodo pomponso anyama boko soro no ekomirika dodo no ekosoro akodu 54% 2022 shini pa bibiri betiro musika nipa bibiri anu aduane bo. And now I know I say almost about 22%. That's a 15%. Nine yet. No more case yantu abentia mahama 22% a year. And no more baby 8. Unemployment rate 8.4 na namos ye nyenti yantu abentia mahama ye to abetia no. And then more than 15%. And then mahama eko Ghana na ye ka. Ode totu ye sika ye wo nyina ho debt to GDP ratio. Na yesika ye wono emu ohamu chichemu adunum nsia 56% ebetimetu ayeka. Any friend debt to GDP ratio. And ne Ghana as of December 2022 besiabo bebrebe ni sika die basa anti. O de Ghana katoto yesika nyina ho a 104%. Eche say ye ton Ghana nyina kra intimintu ayeka. Te ne ka me Ghana intimintu ayeka. Omo a ya bo mo ho besia nyina no ya mo mo haircut e kire se omusika wo se nka ye de ma wo mo no aban na fabi omo fo ma no kopem dan. That is why our pensioners our maba ben besia including the former chief justice and chair kra no mo ye oye kire e wo Ministry of Finance e din si Ghana bakose muda ene edwuma bia MPP for go no PBC ya gu no Cocoa Board ya gu no Gihok ya gu no ECG omagu edwuma bia omagu no Joma mabreso yetimiti cocoa na kakakra na 1 million tons. Atamos abreso yenya 1 million tons. But 2016 969,000 metric tons. And ebisa say yeti cocoa ni yeti say 500 metric tons wa yenya bi. It omo ayekoje omo besia say ye de ba beto cocoa abro omo ye de omo ka 350,000 tons. Yenya cocoa na nko. Cocoa edwuma na egu no. Ye ka omo ma yenka. Cocoa Board a cow more day wo Bank of Ghana over 13 billion o munti mintua. Ije busuanfo areho. Penyi se di odani jamu no on nim se ne sihye ne fa. Wa wutie mi se koyi o enkoyi wunim. Na wunim so se enkoyi. Na ye yam fonso ne ye to abama MPP bi mu a. Ne ne de e ka ne se o man no ma se ni se ya emu aye denden dia ye bre. Na da omodi adada yen taxes omoka so mo be ye free on so modi over 40 agu ye so a ye komu bu no ye pene so ye ni je ho. It will be an expression of our satisfaction with the misgovernance and the destruction of this country by the NPP. Ye yam so ne to aba ma omo a se se obi enansi umene okun na wo man fans obe chim ne nan no wabu ko mu preko. Let's not make that mistake. That is why you must pay attention to John Mahama ni so ade hunu ne hwehwe pa our NDC your manifesto idea to Ghana. It has something for you. And I'm going to the screen and I want to give you a summary of 3 parts of manifesto na idea to Ghana. The first part a 2-hour doa bawomia Akufo-Addo ne MPP de agu yeso ama Ghana ye dendende ene oton ayento ufiri ayentua. One of the reasons is because of taxes. What do you call supermarkets and ports and as a feelings a grocery shop ko restaurants na ko to ade bia na hwe ye bob man receipt ne taxes nkungu so e do so kra chan ade ne bo eneminem yetua COVID levy yetua e-levy yetua ngusie to emissions levy, so many taxes. And President Mahama was shebo about these taxes in the manifesto. What will you do? So let's start with taxation. Now, where the manifesto I did to Ghana, ade ba ko esi President Mahama ni so kwan ya ye be fa so ateto so eto bebre na ama businesses free Ghana ko Cote d'Ivoire ebi ko Togo ebi ko Nigeria no. How can we reduce those taxes na magana for one hand? Because ansakra na the policy bi beba say wo ba be ye school wo be ya kwan e wo say nipa eti oman ni mu no omo hutimi han omo. So we are starting with taxation. Now, this is what President Mahama is promising. Say, within the first 90 days, e-levia bawumia ediaba. Ene wo hia ni obreye adwuma titi ni mo wuremu a na onya kakra. O sendi sika ma ne ba bi, o sendi sika ma ni nua bi wo sukuu mu. Or send this kama ni busu ni bia na ba wo mi ate e-levy no sa e-levy no o man panyi John Mahama se obeyi e de afi obetwam na busu for apart from e-levy John Mahama se obetwam no COVID-19 levy to a make sense ba kokra. It doesn't make sense one bit. Say Corona yare ba 2024 years ago. Ghana onyame adom yenya sika over 30 billion because of that. I'm saying we're having some technical hitches. So we will go for a short commercial break and come back. What is happening here?
Must work more efficiently.
John Dramani Mahama, 24-hour economy so for swollen bin. Our game.
Yeah, but for Movanche, a little technical hitch. That is why we took a short break. And when see the number Nugusu Americano is about taxes at Wahodoa, Yura John Dramani Mahama Sioba Obichem. And the first tax is e-levy. But they can't say e-levy at Twa, it makes sense. Because Bawumiane Kachre on Peace FM in August 2016. In fact, August 2020, say Momo dia here for na ye momo nti ni say ye de to bia eto momo so. Eno nti enya dia MPP aban e de to ebeto momo so. That is what Bawumia said. Ewi akire no, they brought e-levy. Eno tie then General Secretary John Boadua oye Chief Executive Officer ma MPP na samra ye pass e-levy no ko cabinet meeting na. Or say Bawumia na e-levy mra no kro ne tire. He was very instrumental. You can Google it. Kojo Oponkroma said it. Gideon Boako Bawumia as a spokesperson said it. And John Boadu said the same thing. But Panocha no John Mahama so Baba betwem. It other John Mahama o send mumu. O ye electronic transaction Uber. O ye any transfer ye until e-levy ye betwem. COVID-19 levy, like I was explaining, Yaria ababe kumye no, ababe se ni pedwuma no, yemfa nya to enyi ni sika emfri ni panchai. Eye pu, eye etimoden. Ghana bakose mu yenti bibi se mpanyin sem da. Se yaria bi aba ye se ye de yaria no ada ne to. We don't have cholera levy, we don't have HIV levy, we don't have malaria levy. You need typhoid levy. That didn't near what COVID levy. Because a buy no de biano. And I'm sick at no. Sick be on Benya Bian Swom. It require on my first day. Yanse nitia de tuaba me yetu sikamo mache dingwa. Nanyasa eden na COVID ababe kumnipa ni asanso de adane to. Na COVID is wa mamusika over 30 billion when they are shenekwa. So why are we still paying COVID levy? Abra COVID 2020 the by 2022 na COVID the do your checks. And yet they make an inquiry why you mu. Or men be any we are seeing not West Africa, not Africa, not in the world, no country energy COVID levy from their citizens. Why must we pay COVID levy? It will go to Obama MPP ni Bawumia. You want to still pay COVID levy? No. Yemchemni and Wontoye. John Mahama said, within 90 days, Bosome Ansah pe obetwem. Where Emranti and a tour back how on say Burton enya dia eye obia pe se obeye Burton. It is not ideal say obi be man ba ye Burton. But say na adwuma ni ho. Boys tifie de omu be di credit. Onko bokro no ana. That's the question. Onko bokro no. I was set. Also trying to look. And away near spa cha na sa cha na yinim titititini way of football. Manchester and Chelsea ko bo hwana be Chelsea be shemienu. Okay. Chelsea shemienu ana wenya kakra atodwe ne eye. Even though enya no de yehwe ama maburu ne emrantie no. Eye chense obe akobokro no. So it has become a refuge for all these unemployed young people. I know omania tutu aka omusemu a omuni boafo bia omuhudi omunye. And also so Bawumia say utwa bet na wudi a 10% or jo tight. 10%. Ti akra no obetwa bet e bedi ni saa be afe. One day be a ton of lives with 1,000 Ghana bia na Bawumia age 10%. And also so John Mahama so be trip. Na to no de omodi aba nwanwa pa ba ko ni e friend emissions levy. And also so e to be Bawumia say ene afidie bia e produce musie bia na oje ne to. It will kada abuboya Mahama Kadu car mutu obi a trot 207 bus obi atua 100 Ghana and the account depending on musie dodo a produce. Who would have thought say under the so-called economic messiah, I also be move on menu from taxation to production. We will be paying e-levy, COVID levy, emissions levy, and 10% betting levy. In Kenya, Mr. John Dramani Mahama is coming again. The nation builder, the oya no kwafo a waka asem a wobetumi agene di no obebiem na wo so obetwemu ampa. Ba wo mi anam no di atro. Because what I said your mama so obetwa e-levy mu. Into no so akoka bi. COVID levy ni de ontu bi nka. Into akoka metwa e-levy, metwa bed levy mu. E-levy so wa na wo de bae. Into e be na ne age wadi se wo betwam. Betting levy wa ba wo mia wa na wo de bae. Eda na waka se wo betwam ti anyi wuni. Na yete e ha ye meet, mi studio ha ye meet. Na me camera person bi ba na obeye ha mfuturo. Na ono asan so je praye wa ye bibia wo se boyense manana. Enti se nka e ya mpampo se obeye afiri wo mpo anka enye ade nwaso bia because no one de bae. Ono ena oye chairman of the economic management make ba wo mia se. Basuku a ehwe Ghana sikasem sum primprin Bawumia is a chairman. Akufo-Addo say ono wonim sikasem totoye wagya ni nyina ama Bawumia. Akufo-Addo said it. Ti Bawumia ene yi ono na begina simpie so ebobo odin agema ye kan say what a solid team. Alan Kojo Chiremante no abo weti akoto asefie jambafo what a solid team. Bawumia. And a solid team, no one the taxes we have. And the same Bawumia, we see about Twaba, when say Ghana for where we refuse. They said, you better about 2020 or Becca say, he levy on Vamba, Namumu, Yanfu, Yusu. Now you're Twaba man, and I was a matreke 419, no diaba, Sakawa, Frakadam, and all sounds what be him. And Penny say, first fool, no be fool. Second fool, no be fool, but third fool. First also, mommy. Inti minim se Ghana for abohwe me munim de we will not fall for those lies. Ono kra no Bawumia no. Mpanyimfo se kwatere kwase obema ntoma na watie ne di. Enei ono na ehwe yesika sem nyina so. Obesi yeso asenka wa hye ma. To no e-levy ne to ya working so person oyi free wa. Enei ya obetuma yi free ho. Because bibia ni wa Bawumia ka Akufo-Addo ntie. Akufo-Addo doba no no. Akufo-Addo angasaka ose nyanse wo wiase mu nyina enye ono Akufo-Addo team na wo ose Bawumia team na wo obedi machinya akohwe ayawa so west gone by election last rally a MPP for ye e na Akufo-Addo ka asasem. The tape is there. In the better na Bawumia Akufo-Addo se nyanse nyina wo ni team na o ka kire Akufo-Addo se ontwa to mu a wontwa Bawumia pa obetwam enti na nse okohia nsɛmtwɔfo a o keka taxes yi se oba obeyi afiri won ana nsɛmtwɔ ni nyansani bibisa na sɛmbisa nyansasɛm bio ana o se Bawumia wo se obeyi tuo ya afiri ho a enei wo na wo tie akonwa so wo na wo hwɛ Ghana sikasɛm so ene atwam ni anyi wo ni yi firi ho question nsɛmtwɔ ni bisa ye ni asa the answer Bawumia gave will shock you. Me say asem no na fa bobi pusa say hey nenti Ghana pa baby adu ni MPP. Is this how low the party has sunk that today this is their leader? Bawumia ka kire Ghana for say minim say eto na media begu mu so no mu we kumo mo bre na me yifri ho na me dan nya manifesto ne answer no no o se die nti ato no ontimi nyimfiri won ne na ye bra yesu no die nti Bawumia se ontumi nyituo ni mfiri won ne se oyifiri wa onya manifesto a wo beye o mampanyi a nyame pangu tofi akwa obeye enti se na beye obenya manifesto no obeye mampanyi obenya adwuma aye nti to no onyimfiri won ne onyimfiri wo china Bawumia no ye no nyame na meka. That is what Bawumia said. Udi mechinya hwe video e mame.
Another issue was that we wanted to do these tax reforms, import duty, flat tax, tax amnesty, and so on. Why don't I do it now? And why do I want to? I must have a manifesto. Otherwise, if I do everything now, if I could, what would I do when I come into office?
No. Look, for our party, Semtonchai. Oye Ghana ni onyame abo oye badwema. Dwen asem we hu ye. Ask yourself, way yetimi de ye man penyi man ye. Ya bisa wo se eto ye a wo hyebo se ye nto aba ma wo na wo be yi firi ho da ache no. Enne wo na wo tie konwa so. Wo na wo de bae. Nti se wo se ye nyi firi wa wo betumi ye firi. Eye wa wo party ene wa bem. Because Nanado still or MPP ni, but Wumia MPP ni. MPP su di mu na ba Wumia ba bejina. It is MPP set tuoning ye yin free wa. And I met me a year free. Dear na ba Wumia ka. I say, I said, when yesterday will be answered on one essay. Also be detra. I said, when yesterday crown on one, the be a concert. I say, I manifesto. Into only manifesto nti. Betimi amana shebu ntituo no nyimfiri wo erade bon ben na Ghana for the ayenkrofo we I need to get a manifesto na me yitu oni free wa me ba na nti wo yitu oni free wa na say Ghana ye problems asana wo be yo mampanyi a nyame mpangu untumi enya adwuma anya bi mana. Governance is a continuum. It's about solving problems, and now solve problem or china for beba then you solve. But you don't say ne etwa media ba ebu nkofo komi nyi free obi komi free mo cha me nya adwuma nye. What? Etu etwo no eno nkwa na ye problem. Uyi free wa adwuma foforo wo ho a wo beba wo ba be. But because entro no odi na wonya na adwen say taxes no be ye free wonti no won asem wo kan. Why did I play this video to you? Come in me mo mokra. The reason is simple. To say there Yesu Kristo ka kire say wiye bre no atoro di for de entro techrema na dan techrema be ba ye nche no. I am telling you about to braba MPP4 led by Bawumia omo de atron sem adokodoko nsem ebebe biem but o carry nsem no na de kwa adwendwemu a obehu za de omo ka no adwempa bi anta ekire no kure bi anim. And this is a typical example. Now yanko yanim still on the taxes. Tax number 5. Yera mahama wani so ade hunu se infidi juma obe pijem. Kuyayo o pijem na eboama Ghana efa ntoma pefra. Enti wasanso ahebo in the manifesto say eye import duty a ewo cars any infidi a yede ye infidi juma industries, factories. Yede ye kuya tractors, planters, harvesters. Infidia ye de be kua na ama kua yo no etimi akoso kama na aduane abuso. Infidia ye de be factories, industries na ma adwuma ba ma memo ane mbaba wa anya bia ye no. O kra bi ba Ghana duty e wo so no o ye free ho untua. Eno so ye number 5 enije semo a eba. Apart from the e-levy, the COVID levy, the emissions levy, and the 10% bet winnings levy, we saw your import duty ye free ho on vehicles and equipment for infidijuma industrial use any kuyayo agriculture. Yanko yeni. Now, yawo tuo bi a ye friend of price stabilization and recovery levy. Wa oto fuo bi a utua sa to no. 16 pesos per akwatoa bako of petrol. 14 pesos akotwa baako of diesel 1 liter. Na saa to no yetua se ne be ya aban bejeje agu no waboaboa no na eda petrol ni diesel bo be kosoro amansandwa so a e wo se bo no so kosoro wo Ghana no na aban akofa sa sika no na ode abetre petrol bo no so subsidies na amaye ho ayedai ahehan. Aban way led by Bawumia ni Akufo-Addo betena konwa so. Ekomfie nwotwi o majeje sa to we more than 3 billion cedis. Price stabilization and recovery levy. Hwe eto ni dio price stabilization ye destabilize petrol ni diesel bo. Se ne be ya Ghana for ho be henhan. Omo age sika no mo fan support na petrol ni diesel bo mra from a sika no madi ni nyina eno na na Akufo-Addo de chata wiem hyen na one se wa bro ni moji omani na odware gu yeso no. So president mama se oba sa to no ye bejeje na ye de aso Ghana for ase eno be boa ma petrol ntumu no aba form because they say petrol gallon almost 70 cedis. Diesel gallon, almost 70 cedis. 68 in actually. Abrajo mama abreso, na just 14 cedis. Ade. And then akotwa ketwa no letter no bo. 15 cedis. A sokrache mahama gallon kese ne bo na 14 cedis. All because of amamu boni abawumi ani MPP4 but the fracadam ebeji to me ede edie. Now yonko yenim. Another tax that President Mahama eba be yen wadwuma na de ahoto aba eye okopotwa charges and fees ewo. Minua ofa any item a wo clean or port gutafo Ghana dwemfo importers and exporters me chia mo nwumre munim asema make ye mo nim semwa bogafo amode nyema ba munim charges and fees eguso ni duty no kwa abro 24 different charges and fees ukotibia urebeho President Mahama say pano twa no oba ni aba be rationalize ye betete so simple it was here tete so because Ghana, yes, we will encourage the production of local goods and services, but the capacity to produce now say what duty nimu net fees and charges nimu dodo ewo portwa the oko kraba no so or the beto de boso to kodwomu awto wanto esa port charges be baba wo mi ade port no na amaye bre no oba ozo or the benchmark value discount about what port duty so 50% oboa. That is who Bawumia is. Adokodoko ne nada hene entro hene. Ojitu opetumia ne kasanko. Ojitumia ne kasanko. Inti port of wa or catch up say me the benchmark value discount aba metete import duty so 50% na nyina na entro. Today he is making the same promise. Abraono na tie konwa so a so person o ya akobetumi aye ne de. Yanko ye ne. Number 8, VAT to Ghana ni bi atua. Consumer tax, VAT, obietua VAT. Yeden share fufuro bi ba on VAT and also so be ma ye wan han. This first one is for businesses. Get Fund and NHIL 2.5%, 2.5%. Ghana ni bi atua de abeto bi abi da so. Na businessman na ono akofa na ade ba no. Ono ontua VAT. Eye wa wo kwa akoton akwa consume no una wutua. Enti efri tete businessman no okokra nyama ne ba wotua de efre no input VAT. Na oton wi a wagene output VAT into the second sika. MPP for buy no get fund NHI no ma ye free VAT no. Enti businessman no tua ne input VAT na output VAT no nya. So in effect no businesses omo VAT omutua no akosoro 5%. Joma ama so ba besesa sa de no. The businesses VAT omutua no ebeba from. Afi ye wonwuma nkitinkiti bi wo ho a obi ye bojobojo na VAT GR4 ha no otua VAT. Sa bojobojo nwuma no micro and small businesses obi abie ni supermarket kitwa bi oton ade wo table so na oton ade wo kwan ho no joma ama say ye nyi omu free VAT tuam nti omu nyina ye ba be yi omu free. Afi VAT a edankania so joma ama say obeyi free. 3% VAT flat rate ye be ye free ho na VAT no ya ne baako ye nyina ye tua the same thing inti VAT so won hihye ya adwoma amade ba no next we so de baba be ye ama because Ghana you see currently nipa kakra bi omo ya ban adwuma a omo ankasa wo omo adwuma eni tua tax nipa dodo na ntua but omo ye adwuma jisika go omo botom na ye free say insese ye beto tuo mu amasa nipa kakra bi no mutua to kom abu no ene ye entrem na omo muntua no so ntua bi se na be ya obi aho be han no. So that is what we mean by broadening the tax base. No more budget tax and no more di all the leakages are GRA no ye be sisi ntokuru ni nyina na ye gisika na ye tim de aye adepa abo my Ghana. Lastly on taxes. Tax exemptions. Ghana ye wo mra Parliament, itimi ma ho kwan se ema obi ntua tax. MPP for ba no o ma sei sa mra no. O mo de aye party sem. De hwe wanim na wobetumi atua bribe bi ama wa mo se ama tax exemption no ma fa akira ba no ma ba beji omo percentage. And the tax exemption has now become a business for MPP4. You can say the tax ache obi nipa na the tax ache no adwuma ba na o ya magana enya so mfaso ntia the tax na che no that enye de omo hwe no omo party for ne omo business men na omo betumi agege sika no omo na say o ya che tax 100 million o de bre 20 million be kickback. And that is why I say about Samara no near the pere yo yama tax exemption ni mu ada ho nti yeka say ye the tax e che adwuma yoku bi a eye adwuma yoku a na adwuma a wo ba be ye no hu hia Ghana benya so mfaso e de adwuma beba e de nimdie beba Ghana nti ye che ne tax a so mfaso ho e competitive enye se nipa kakra bi na ekwa akwachi sumu ase no mo de ama mo party for abra o man ni nya so mfaso bi ano mo makochi sika no edi. So these are the 10 tax policies NDC manifesto more. The person what here. And the low hanging fruits, COVID levy, e-levy, John Mahama, betting levy, emissions levy, port duty fees and charges, or TESO, VAT, or TESO. Before say to Abanama Mahama, ne NDC, ni yes, I am aware. And Mahama is somebody you can trust. And then medical more will say the policies in the manifesto are making one seminal. Policies are ebema ye hwan high. And sakran ye beko education, health, security, agriculture next week, you know. Because in the next couple of weeks, a manifesto will come teach you any ebidi on NDC and youth segment. But then Benny said, the Akoko bedi Ansah na pese bro beba. Mahama the big push ba or the way about na dear no be ni se see ebe ma ye ho atoyen. We are 90 days. And just wa shebo ne keke te said there obi na mo a wo shebo no. O said me ye ne na ebe de manya manifesto sa na obeba no. Obeka say oh tax ni me free wa 2028 me de nya manifesto. Enti me ma tax na wo se na be ya 2028 menya manifesto. Sa na obeka akiro. Unimu wahwena na kwatere kwaso so be mantoma abusua tie ne din. So now yenhwe obroni fe bibi social interventions inhyehyɛ aban ɛyɛ na sɛdeɛ sɛ ɔyɛ na wɔde bo ahianfo mɔbrowa oni bie na ɔmo so ho timi tɔwɔ social interventions eni woman mu a ɛde ahokyerɛ ɛne yawdie ɛna ɛba ɛna me ne odi nkomo about 6 key ensia social interventions are NDC ne John Mahama ebeye a ede NDJ beba eha hia me pa ntete ne yema. Next the edikai yera John Dramani Mahama so the hihye bi ba your friend no fee stress me de ba twika samu a school fees a awofo ne adusuafo entete omo mbre wo ho yempese akoda bia bedwendwen na wabre wo school fees ho e wo suapon ahodo e wo Ghana. Public tertiary institutions. Yaka public tertiary institutions are there: university, polytechnic, technical university, college of education, nursing training. Sa adisuanfo ni nyina no John Mahama se wo hu se enkra ne bebre ko free SHS wie wa pass ne sohwe aba. Admission fee is you could Ansah na waba school no 30 million sikada denim 40 million 25 million obedentua ebi aje so yakobo besia impempi so no emra awofo wo no ye kakra bi enti obatan bi a woni bi no wo se ne ba no watwa pa mahu akora wabo 6 8 we enye sika anko university legal or that certificate enti John Mahama say under no fee stress policy edikan ode ba ne say akra bia wo be pass akọ public tertiary institutions say college of education, nursing training, university, polytechnic, technical university. First year uko school no o ma me ontua academic fees e free u school fees ankasa ontua in the hall fees ne SRC dues ne sa anyama na obetu but school fees aban ni tua ma schools ni bi wo wa sa school fees na 25 million 23 million do mama say oba wa fasa akani nyina ontua eno ne de edikan. Next no academic fees. The atosu mienu omo second year, third year, fourth year continuing students so almost so bre. First year nina ye fa the school fees amani free no so be second year. Obi so kra wo second year, obi wo third year, obi wo fourth year. Dia na be ya ama wo mo. Tertiary education boy ye dey wo Ghana dodo. E wo say aban boa because so check article 25 clause 1C of the 1992 constitution wo ho. O say ye basic ni free, primary ni JSS ni ye ni free ni ewie, yemra secondary. Ye secondary ni free we yemra university. Suapon ahodo ni mo. And that is where we are starting from, and we are starting with the first years. Until ye first year ni free year, second, third, fourth year no so. President Mahama say or the bibiba student loan plus. Student loan a ebi ka ho, no ti friend student loan plus. Until ye nya BA school kura na wo pisika kutua school fees a. Wo student loan plus a. Loan no ye be ma kese na waje na dia kutua school fees. Wo wie school a na watua. Until first year there e free bonto. Second year, third year, fourth year, ubenya low now the 12 school fees. Still under no fee stress, there was hardly free tertiary education for Obibia wedded them. You say persons with disability. We were to me until we were any one year. We were na son tiasem. We were or disability be. Abusuya enya ne pe no besa na ye wo no ti oba wiase no sa na ote but otimi born ho modern akọ primary otwa okọ SS okọ JSS wa pass okọ SS wa pass no could do university or could do polytechnic or could do technical university or could do college of education or could do nursing training na what the president Mahama said abraka yenso na se ne piano no bi because was an tibia ni mu no these are the vulnerable in our society, and we must care for them. And John Mahama cares for them. And John Mahama say, free tertiary education. Just will be biara wedded them. That's on tiasem. The new who are there unto me nante. It be a problem. Be the one. Once you are disabled, when you do tertiary. School sa mabobo din ya suapon ahodo amabobo din ya ubeko school free and when you first year nkwa first year free, second year free, third year free, fourth year free, and it is summer abanono yanto aso. All these in the 2024 manifesto of the NDC, the TFIA Semye resetting Ghana for jobs, accountability and prosperity for all. Now where the head there your friend of Mahama Cares, edi we na wa iti am impenable Ghana Medical Care Trust. You trade it here say Mahama Cares. Uko US ayo Obama Care. John Mahama say Obama the Mahama Cares. Indeed, Mahama Cares. Na tie Mahama Cares we nchire mu. Look, oman bia onhwe omo wo oman ni mu omo yare a mu hia ayare hwe no. Our mind on your worth dying for. Any country that doesn't care for its sick is sick. You see, any country that doesn't take care of its sick is sick. Omaya unitima na onwa enhwe wono a wo yare no omaya nankasa yare. Ghana ne ye wo yare bebria eye yare kwankura. Eha Ghana for bibre make us me mera because me nipa bebre ya omo wasa atebe animo obi wo ha ni kidney asay ni liver asay na coma wanya problem cancer wanya problem so oyare cancer different forms of cancer wanya hypertension and a stroke wanya diabetes asichiri yare sa yare ni nyina na ye friend okwankro chronic diseases. Enya yare a wobetumi treat no wetu ase prekope. Eye yare a ye manage. Nti obi nya sa yare na ebi o ya brante bia na ni afi kakra. Obebo ho kasa kopem se obewu. Na de masa nipa bebre ni wu ni se and indeed who check researcher data nature said yare we ni kum nipa pa wo Ghana. Na de man basa ne se the cost of treating those chronic diseases no endoso dodo. And now kidney failure and I was called dialysis bukulibua. obisu dialysis baako enye easy cancer nro enye easy health insurance so cover cancer and cover dialysis health insurance and cover sickle cell and cover asichire yare and cover sa yare ni nyina edu yo hia ni na unya yare ni bia o death sentence no we're now to a draw. We can't allow this to happen. Fesika kufu ado ne ba womi ani ompanyufo discern kwa. Hwede omoso omode kwa akwa ye cathedral o madada nyame ne Ghana fo nyina adane amra kese the biggest hole in the whole world. $58 million. The baka Ghana sikemu a onimne dodo 928 million cedis. Titisika no 9.2 trillion. Ni pe yiwo kidney disease cancer wo yare nyina betimi ahwe omo afe. So President Mahama so ba ono de on fasika no onni se no. Oba no be so man yi obebo foto Mahama cares. Na obi a wo yare we bia no aban no de ate okaso. Du ko hospital a sika wo se wutua no e be kakra bi because aban no e fa kan bi. Next. Aside Mahama cares we free sanitary pass. Ayera Mahama say or the bread ye mofra e man na omabu omo nsa omo wo primary JHS and SHS. Obi say hey primary JHS ka omo ka because ene enkoda na omaba no obubu omo nsa ntempa. And awofo no bebre wo ho a omo ntimi ntopad no. Ndi nkura ne bebre wo school no. Just the men says about untimi kura nko school because ntomagu bi no use ana star will be no use untimi ntopad no eja pad na ye ton 5 cedis Mahama abreso no ene etwem 20 30 baby kura 40 cedis depending on the type na awofo say na bosumi bia o mama enu a obetumi awofo do sa de no enti President Mahama wa ye bi da so ho yes the wa ye bi da no ne friend no aye boafo free sanitary pass or they buy MPP for dinner temwa and no more the taxes occur with sanitary pass so intimate to Mahama se oba obecheni free amankra or more primary JHS SHS or muhia sanitary pass. Next policy ayato need free primary health care 2020 it was in our manifesto and because President Mahama ye no kwafo nti wasanso de aba dia na kire na ko kron keto animu a hospital ni ho clinic no ana polyclinic no ana health center ana chip compound ho na nipa a omo yare nyina omukọ itie ne ya onya malaria onya typhoid disisi ya ne ya onya BP ho no obekọ no ahochiri nti ebi an health insurance oni bi ana wo bi kura wu ana yare a ode kọ ne health insurance nkoba Ansah no betumi afa ka ba kuru kese ni so ba hospital kese no wahwe ya na wahwe ne nkwa na bibi aye no the President Mahama say what chip compound health center clinic polyclinic if 2025 echo obetena konwa no so pe wa wo yare a wo beko obi aye behwe wo free untu ahwe free and then your friend free primary health care oko health center oko chip compound oko clinic oko polyclinic free because you pese yare ne be ye kese nothing na okupesika ye momfa memra gi momfa menko ha no. So these are the 6 social interventions in terms of taxes are John Mahama ba be ye free ho COVID levy e-levy 10% bet winnings levy in which see to emissions levy VAT are all ba beteso port fees and charges are all ba beteso. All these tax policies, in addition to these 6 social interventions, free primary health care, oko clinic, polyclinic, health center, chip compound, ye be free under Mahama, umpe we na pede be. Yes, so be Mahama cares, funda eba be boa. Ebia wo de woni yare ni biba wonu ye bia na papa bia na obi so ani bi obi. Unim de making cancer for bre. Na me bia me nim no pa or breast cancer. Bra wo breno enye easy wabo besi ato nura so ntimi ntobiem no dade obi amboa na aduru obenom kra eden. Why must we just allow the sick to fend for themselves and when they are unable to do so no mahwere bonkwa John Mahama Babe Bo Munina. So that is the social intervention. If I'm a medoko, some jobs. You see, where your manifesto now, I run it through all the chapters. Jobs, jobs, and jobs. Chapter 2 of the manifesto. Jobs for all. Now, jobs for all. And you mano, you see, baby, no doso. Bene, my famu edu, mede baby go through. One of these 10 job creation initiatives are His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Ede Babeba. Now, the first one, now, you have name to the job creation initiatives. The job creation initiatives. Yeah. Now, producer, you have name. Also, Eduma any Ghana ni ahochere dia ba de enyina yenim. Now, so to the first job creation initiative, 24-hour economy. And ehonyoma na mabo actual bebre no. The one we launched at Winneba. And the new one that I want to play to you now. So, producer, the new one I already abomaye. We didn't launch it at Winneba, but it is also an official song for 24-hour economy. Boga High Life is slow kakra. And 24-hour economy chichiri munu wo. Utiwe mame yabape mebo ne tofa ni yako yenim sisi ye.
Ghana must work more efficiently.
John Dramani Mahama, 24-hour economy.
Must work more efficiently.
John Dramani Mahama, 24-hour economy.
Good. So this is all about the 24-hour economy, the game changer. Organized labor. Ghana jumayo foku ba time ajiatu. The way enebema memo ane mabawa enye jumaye. This oye abrante na wo school mu na wo hwemia. This is your hope of getting a job. When we school now if you na wo nya juma, this is your hope of getting a job. School no kra went to me unko bi uti fi upe adwuma ya 24-hour economy anywhere need that so. Why? Because of formula 133. Formula 133. Formula 133. Actually say adwuma ba ko 3 shifts ni pa miensa. Nti enne adwuma na wonya bi nya na is because adwuma na ye no don hwere nwotwe nti nipa ba ko pe ni timi ye bi. Jo mahama se oba na ba enwuma ankura enwuma no ya ye 24 hours. Nti ye be ye run 3 shifts. Don hwere nwotwe miensa 8 times 3 24. So adwuma ba ko no ye the 3 shift na be ye. Eye 3 shift nti no ko beko 1 shift ama beko 2nd shift na adwoa ako 3 shift. So 1 job 3 shifts 3 people ubia benya adwuma ni bia ye ubia be didi peche. That is what the 24-hour economy is all about. E the adwuma eba factories, industries, construction companies, ports, passport office, police, Ghana aban nyuma ankura nyuma, waste management companies obunyine be adwuma 24 hours. Na aboa ma adwuma ba, aboa ma sika ba, aboa ma Ghana fa ne tuma pefra. Now the second one e di adwuma so ba ema de ni Women's Development Bank. Women's Development Bank. Banga eye sronko, banga eye dutwem. Banga jo mahama ne ye maame Professor Nana Jane Opoku Agyemang. E de ba ma emankwa. Ye di bank we nkomo wa happy. De chire nyina ne se emankwa bank. Oba me bia besi obi abepa mo. Oba na ye bank manager, oba na be ye board member, oba na be ye teller, cashier, staff, security employee oba, driver yoba, because yes, women can manage their own affairs. Na ye de boa emankwa. Oba wo ye hairdresser, oba o pamwade, oba wo ye fashion designer, oba o ton ade wodwom, oba o kokwan so kofa nyema, oba ye onu aduane, oba wo school mu a waye business wo online, oba wo we school person create business, oba wo no na adwuma corporate world but person ye business ka ho. All these women o your bank, this is your bank. And it is a bank, not micro credit and savings and loans. It is a who pay say 500 cedis, 1,000 cedis, 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, 50,000, 100,000, 500,000, 200,000. Bank we be ma besia. E won si wono kete bi. E won hyehyeye mre. Because emma e wo Ghana omo ye adwumade omo nya akwadworo. Oboa wo mo a sika kakra bi omo de be didwa ama na ye kese. Na oba so ye yi a e say fie ni nyina ni gi aba. So that's the Women's Development Bank. The third one John Mohammed by the third program is National Apprenticeship Program. Ade Ansah no nyuma. Enye ye nyina na ebetumi abo tie akotena office aye adwuma. Obi wo ho a onyame de ache no. Ana wono ade opɛ kra na nye office adwuma, opɛ Ansah no nyuma. Okɔ aburukyira ade ama aburukyira tumpo no se Ansah no nyuma omomfa ni agro. De oye Ansah no nyuma wa aburukyira wo sika chen de obo tie akotena office. Believe me. Who will be a bruchira bisano. And unti John Mahama ba near babe prioritizing Sanujuma. Ubi school went to me and richly. And our quad richly craft or person the Usuan Bibi. He wants to learn a craft. Or Pesuan 3 year. Or Pesuan de Pam. Or Pesuan Sinisi and Pabua. Sinisi a towel. Sinisi a PUP. Or Peso ya organizer. Or Peso ya welder. So or Peso ya chef. Or Pesuan Sinisi and Toma. John Mahama say problem e wo sisi an say akra no ono want be fa no ho nkoto adwuma because na chibi ni ho sika ni ho bitin san be no watua enti na aban a wo be bitua ni tin san ma wo free wadwuma sua sika no apprentice fee no John Mahama aban bitua ma wo free ko sua adwuma free na wo wi adwuma sua na wa ma wo besia startup capital no wa ma wo infidia wo de be kwa ko bie wa wadwuma. Now, instead of a boss, was a self-employed person. Was fear Juma. We use why a man certificate. A dear dancer said, Juman was fear winning. Inti factory be now paid Juma cry a found. A brochiri crowd cry a found. So you will be a hairdresser, a fashion designer, a caterer, a welder, tiler with a certificate. Ubi to me a year Juma Ghana near brochiri. Ube suya adwuma no so free na yama wo fidie ene bese a wo so de be fiti wadwuma ase aka ho yento aso. The next job creation initiative we manage ho pa friend adwuma wura program ma me nkyere mu nkyere wo yetietitia enye obabunu bia na opeso osuansa no dwuma. There are many young people today who be businesses. It be a content creators. Obi wa opeso will be a business be no mokoye laundry. Opeso will be a business for delivery. Opeso will be a business for one thing or the other. But yejai mabunu na to fend for themselves. Ono one be in the company na bibia. Emwe bi eni ho. President Mama said there be. The youth are our future. Adwuma wura enye for youth nko anye mabunu nko a for Ghana nyina, but ye nisi mabunu no, so we have a special focus for the youth. Enti wa wo be bia adwuma bia no. Jo Mahama say first 2 years untua personal income tax ne corporate tax or the chew. Mfie mienu edikan. Na wadwuma na timi agina ye. You won't pay any tax, whether corporate tax or personal income tax, first 2 years. Now, you man also know you have registration processes. You be train you how to grow the business and manage the business and follow you, track you to make sure the business in bit my baba yejuma kese. Now, also what fenipa baby yejuma by helping people who are opening businesses, especially in Mabununo. Now, yes, Ghana. The next one, digital jobs initiatives. And then maybe we are say kono abefo ICT and aba and adwuma bibiri wo ho. So what is President Mahama saying? Or say yeto abanama or the 1 million coders program eba Ghana from mabunu nkwa or pepe bako 1 million. You be training omo into how to develop web apps, software engineering, coding. And you work computer so nyina no. Coding na shechiri ye kire wo ye wo de benya adwuma wo Ghana wo de benya adwuma wo wiase bebre na ye kire training na ye build the regional digital centers na wetimi akotena wa aye adwuma for companies which are not even located in Ghana, companies outside Ghana, you can work there. Then we also have a 50 million fintech funder and also so ye the development of digital platforms for fintech companies. Yebeye zonal ICT parks are. Then also baby creating numa for young people in the area of ICT. We Ebeje Breniane is spokesperson for ICT Sam George Edihunkomo in the coming weeks. Now aside digital job initiatives, kuyayo so edwuma Jo Mahama edeba. Yedi kan kase Jo Mahama the Feed Ghana project gramoba. And I mean, okay, Ghana Biania short opening tea. Planting for food and jobs in Toronto. And then from Abama Kokotwada, Unyamia Pine Pipi for Huntuma. 1 village, 1 dam, Pascala, and Yeduma. Planting for food and jobs, almost 3 billion cedis. And a brush short or a more short, you need grains. And so, because of that, Abai Weyako Parliament is a parliament and money sika from contingency fund 500 million. The Uncle Twebi and yes, a com ebe bagana. Yes. Maybe a Ghana do no. But that is another day's talk. What is President Mahama going to do? Yeba be se kuyayo Ghana. Aso ene se kan ya ye de do no ye bejai ye de mfidie ti se de kwesi bruni eyen wo ne krom no ene ye de ba be yekua. Ti nipa kakra bi ahoden kakra bi enso no ba ye ne bebre. Nti ye be bie farmer service centers district bia tractor wo ho, planters wo ho, harvesters wo ho. The idea kuyayo ema kuyayo tibi tumpo meduane no doors bia no ye be ye bi wo district bia kuyani bia acquisition for jobs factories ahodo Jo Mahama ne na ban ebeye e de adwuma beba because se Ghana be ye krabe Ghana be sesa Ghana be tumpo a e wo se ye nyama ye dua ne wa ha no eni se ye ma ne nyina process ye dibia e wo se ye dibi so e fa mfidie mu ne ye dane ani ni yusu bi wo Ghana ni yedi bi kwa ma no ne koton ene ne be me yenye sika ne yedi aba ye kroma be yo man ni ye value addition. It President Mahama say obehwe region bia ade a omodo no wo kese omo comparative advantage ni we si factory wo enti ye be agro industrial zones in all regions ye be nya mini processing plant for banche in tools eduaba oko regions here yedokuku western north eastern central Ashanti Bonobono East half voter uti regions are cocoa processing factories Bono is ahafo cashew processing factories. Ukusima yebeye cotton factories wo yedua cotton no na ye process cotton no ene de keka ho. Yebeye beer brewing factories and also be creating nyuma bebre. That is all under rapid industrialization for jobs. It's a 24-hour economy. There is Women's Bank, there is Digital Job Initiative, there are farm banks and farmer service centers, rapid industrialization for jobs, and all these factories are egu. John Mahama Ebano be Shemukin and Wapijani Beam, Zuarungo Meat Factory, Pualugu Tomato Factory, Ulugu Livestock Station, Commander Sugar Factory, and Edia Kekaho. Next. The big push, where $10 billion, you John Dramani Mahama, Edebeshe impuntu nyumemu. Because a impuntu nyumana, edi nyuma bakrum. Imagine, say President Mahama, anye MPS Port Terminal. And can any pomo ye juma wono come away. MPS Port na ya Amatema Port, I the biggest in the whole of West Africa. Afeni pankwa 5,000 ejuma. Takra the port expansion put the MI. Correct terminal 3, ejuma diaba. KJTI yesi, kutukraba jwa yesi, correct ejuma diaba. So, aban bia obo besia di twele numu no, okwa wujaka because brabone no beboye. Yakuhibra no beboye. Ba banya obo besia ede ye japade no okwa wuje nyuma. Wuje japade. That is what John Mahama believes in. And that is why we call him the nation builder. And on the $10 billion, ba be shempuntu nyuma mu amagana be ye krabehe. Edi edwuma beba unua no ana wo bana opa edwuma onye bi no wa wo hweme a opa edwuma onye bi no. This is your hope. Don't follow those omo de atonko a omo say de wo so omo ye ne nema ahotoba no omo nye because omo ya omo nya manifesto. No, listen to those who have the right practicable solutions ebe magana fa den to ma pefra hwe wasitinim na to abapa because you see baby MPP for say Ghana drew no. See a mistake near to Abama, they will never respect us again. These are not my words. These are the words of Nana Ohene Into, former General Secretary of MPP. Yes, MPP nina tretre for Penya with Tremuko. Or say ya MPP for Sia say Ghana no. Say why would you me Ghana for your to Abama mubiemwa? Or move the Ghana for your nimbe from Omuye BM. Because me who say almost say Ghana cry, there will be no consequences. Watch that video for me.
As my dream where we deep. I don't know. The Bessia, a bema me or hinting to us, I'll call MPP. Say me call doms our party. No, I don't know yet. I don't know. I don't know.
I am not parties here, especially on launch or more campaigns. I
can say a back and Alan a back and away back. Me or hinting to me catch us. Alan Martin and I've been a natural so call back to him. Opa, what could be so no one can catch it. Alan is not going back to MPP. Period. They should get it. Sir, the ABCNC or person some of mine, Ghana for Peninsula, Yami Peninsula, or Beba. Wama, and so what? And so what? Dear MPP for your Ghana, say Ghana for two Obama MPP. MPP will never respect Ghanaians again. If in this condition, MPP can win an election, Ghanaians should forget it.
Hey, Nana,
I'm telling you my heart. Say, baby, I watch it near here, baby, corruption, I could draw.
I say, baby, I watch baby, I watch Katashan Proyako Druno. The Ghana for your mistake to Abama MPP, MPP for MWB, may no credit. It will mean, say, yet your mind was out to me, yet you pay, and so the people will vote for you. Accountability is important. We can't hand over to John Mahama, ayana montiase, atenti huru, itu ya wantu. Baby, omoteno, for. The only way we can get true accountability and justice. Sika omewiano yebe tumi di omako jina kote di omasem di biako tu efiasi ajisika na yo maini yeno. Is when we vote for change. That is why John Mahama has promised oral operation recover all loot. Because Chronono adoso. Nyama na meka. Omo MP. Kennedy akompre kwa Japan. Osi MPP fu wiya Ghana sika like ochina kure ni ho. Video we mame.
country as if there's no tomorrow. Why? Who really stand up here and go, what do you mean? The youth of this country are not working. Now we're intimidating and go. I will put my life on the line and defend it.
So these are their own party people. Or he to. Or say baby MPP for say or minor druno. Or to abama MPP or move him. Canada Japan. Or say MPP for we are there. So I say why are they? My bokrono sa adain. Bone beni aye. Inti abato mremu na yedruno. Shine your eyes, feweni. Because entro ne de munti ni nyina omubedi ntro pa. But you say kwatre kwase obema ntoma tie ni din. We are seeing what the ofru dua pa ne piano. Obi otwa nkontompo de yemfa oman enhyenesa. It is very important. The omubeke bia no ask them, can they be trusted? Now no mo can say move here from taxation to production akwesi say. But we aka so bre concrete rules no akwesi say. But we aka so bre sky train no akwesi say. Airport o ka say wo ye ni Cape Coast no trofo ewe. Harbor na o ka say wo ye ni Cape Coast no ewe. And until member will be in first 6 na ne on IBM. Trust is very important. Vote for somebody you can trust. And there is a young lady, I've been playing this video, I like this video, Wakasa same way, about voting for a trustworthy, nipa will be to me aginedi, nipa wakanokre. Watch this video again.
Work on fashion. I don't want to go and have someone well-dressed and be fumbling and can't even do anything for me. So, if anything has to give, it has to be good policies. It has to be experience. It has to be someone I can trust. Someone I know can do it better. And for our current president, no, it's a big no for me, because if you are saying that you are the mate and you couldn't have the opportunity to do things, so we should give you the opportunity now. I mean, if I'm working with my mom and my mom is doing something bad, I should be able to say, Mom, this thing you are doing is not right.
Right.
Or even if I am supporting someone or I'm rallying behind someone and we want to, it is for a purpose, I should be able to say that this thing we are doing is not right. I'm trying to say that as the mate, if the driver is driving into a ditch, you should be able to say, we are going into a ditch. And if you can't say it, we can't hand the car over to you.
So you don't think the mates will pass it for you as president come 2024?
Exactly. I'm voting for John Dramani Mahama. I have said that already. He has my vote. Period.
Thank you, my sister. Thank you to this young Gen Z, this young lady. I say, dear, ye be to me agine did your cano cre, dear, why ye be da? And there was here to Abanamano, a crackety, Ansah, a would him. I believe that there are many of you watching me, you are discerning. There is one guy I love so much, I like to watch, or your program, or GH1 TV, called Obi Aponsa, or can be. You see, but when we had the trust, as they say, what did they kontumpumu? Obi anyi ni biem, obi a treno. As I'm okay there, minti min kanchina, or the ware. Yaba, we will come and wrap up with your messages.
If it takes Boachejaku 100 years to speak the truth, how many years will it take Bagumia to speak the same truth? Never, and that's right. Quickly, we are not taking too much time. Never in his life will he speak the truth. If it takes Boachejaku 100 years to speak the truth, how many years will it take Bagumia to speak the same truth? Never, and that's right. Quickly, we are not taking too much time. Never in his life will he speak the truth.
If
it takes Boachejaku 100 years to speak the truth, how many years will it take Bagumia to speak the same truth? Never, and that's right. Quickly, we are not taking too much time. Never in his life will he speak the truth.
Nkontompo ya dia enye oblonsam de suban obi a otwa ntoro bia no ntumi nyini ni obi otwa ntoro bia no oye corrupt, and we must not allow obi a what demonstrated time and time again say on Kanokre to lead this country. Let's vote for change. Let's vote for development. Let's vote for jobs. Let's vote for accountability. Let's vote for prosperity for all. abusua mamuo ne namfo mamuo kata hyehye proye dwirim kankan ne krono no adoso yama jo mahama mra no mo mabokro no ye mechichi omuntu ye nyi sika no magana ye nye Ghana ye because of me impuntu akanechi dodo. Now Ansah me sign it out and I want to read a few messages to you on from Facebook. Ati Glia Raphael Adeyoki say the manifesto of hope. It is indeed a manifesto of hope. Manifesto and it so a womb. Say Ghana will work again with the right leadership. As Sana Phillips say, NDC is the only option for the 2024 election. NDC is the only option for the 2024 election. Yanko next. Musa Ahmed said next NDC government will set up a commission of inquiry to investigate the matter of looted state lands and make recommendations for resolving the vexed issue of expropriated Gadangbe lands. And President Mahamaka under oral operation recover all loot. Sa Ansah sia NPP for aton ton ama omo de omo wie nyina ye beje ama o my Ghana. Yento aso. Charles Mark Nana Jedu say watching live from Drobo, German side, your child Drobo Funyina. Let's rescue Ghana together from Akufo-Addo, Bawulaya, and MPP. JM Beba, Okufo-Date, Twaso. The next one, Nelson Yesuto Kofi Akotia say, NDC manifesto is the hope and future of we the youth. Arise Ghana youth, let's come on board and save our future and the destiny of Mother Ghana. Vote Joe Mahama for president. Prince William Koforidua say, I am scandalized at the MPP saying no fee stress policy by the NDC led John Dramani Mahama is not possible. Hey, are they not the same people telling Ghanaians that it is possible? In fact, the MPP is confused and Cobra. The Youth Manifesto has dazed the MPP indeed. John Mahama will reset Ghana and rescue Ghanaians from the Ejapade Achem Mafia. So, for a ha any DBC, Midin the Samej fee. NDC Achamehene, I brought you this edition of NDC 360. The Yakaye Ninano, Efa, and Shashia Pane, and the Swadi Huna John Mahamane, NDC Amanyoko, a woman of my Ghana. Today we spoke about taxes, NDC be ye free ho. Social interventions are yadeba. Ye COVID levy free ho, ye levy free ho, ye emissions levy free ho, ye 10% bet winnings levy free ho, ye tete VAT so, na ye taxes a free ho for companies are. We'll be fresh 2 years after say yate. Sounds like social intervention, Mahama care sa yadeba. Free primary health care yadeba. No fee stress. First year so mo cost you who do more a free next year ko Mahama tiako nyaswa omuntu school fees bia. Persons with disabilities are omobe school free at the tertiary level and many more any at the bro. Na say one tertiary kra minua. Dia medija wona say Una wuda wujem, una wunim se na wusi esi hihye wofa. Nti hwe wasetenam. Na to abapa. Hwe we mame.
Being arrested for literally standing, doing nothing. The police have grabbed me for doing nothing. Standing around, doing nothing.
All of them
being arrested for literally standing, doing nothing. The police have grabbed.
Won't throw any charges against Felicity. Yeah, some of them they don't have any charges against them just because a Nipano ejina a year demonstration scene. Just because, but what is the issue? Matisa Omokwame share anchorophobia or more kasa that boy Salim something that rogue boy or MPP boys maybe on friend Salim something, and they are angry say and Crophobia democracy hub for no aye demonstration at the MPP a flags. Yeah, Ghana for me dear. In 2012 2013 yeah to about 2012 2013 and Omode Assembly Echo Court. Omode Assembly VA and NDC won. MPP TC Krum. Momiankosha and Yama almost say no. Just go and watch. Or sometimes that is why sometimes I feel sad about Jomama and NDC. Almost see Obia Kwati Omo flag. Look. Almost see. That's our police for Najimi. The same police people that know Mujina or Eshe. And I know more Papa and Crawford, a car, and Sheshe. I was circle. Almost flown on attacking multimedia. A good for the fear, no more destroy a young multimedia pickup, or more destroy car in Butu Kano, cause almost buafu. On the Asmako court, I'm a court a dear Semno, I'm a court a Diama ND Sintino, a good for the supporters, a good for the Bomia supporters buafu, into almost TC Chrome, as I say, almost Papa and Crawford, a car, glasses. Today, these people today, Sankrofo way, a complain say, obi attitude omo a flags.
You see, sometimes you need to restrain yourself from using certain words. This is nkwasiafo we, MPP nkwasiafo we nye nipa. Today, mete se Kabila eti PCFM keka nkwasiasem. Kwabena bomfe. Wo kwabena bomfe. Mona mulidi let my vote count. Kwa we apetese. You see, when I see some people talking and they think nobody knows them in Ghana here, I clench. Who come down? Violent demonstrations. Come down. Sitting on Peace FM. Kabila. Violent demonstrations. Yama record. Oh, Kroma. Ankolana ni muno no mu nimo. Etibobo kasara ase mo Kenya nsasem. Ankolana ni muno eno mu nimo. I heard my brother Kwame A Plus on UTV. I disagree with I don't like it this way. That time my omo papa and Krofoka na Kwame A Plus MPP new. He was supporting it. My own brother Kwame A Plus. Somebody should just cut this video and send it to Kwame A Plus. Na A Plus ye MPP ni na or supporting spontaneous actions. Kwame A Plus. Bro. Mamu me preach Bible nchire obi a Ghana how. No. Don't come and preach anything to us. Because some of us, I mean, your dear bro, you need me at home. Time I know more papai, MPP 46 Chroma, not more papai, and Krofoka share was second, no? Kwame A Plus was an MPP member, and he was happy, he was enjoying it. Now, we need list to baby. And we did Kwame A Plus video on Sunday. We need list to your stress. That was the list to you see. Let me give you background of our brother. But he's still our brother. But this is what they did in 2013 after Supreme Court ruling on a 2012 elections. This is what they did. On Crawford on the street, sells Crawford private properties on the street, attacked multimedia, because they are angry. Then when somebody is angry about Galamsey, they are affecting the whole country. Yeah, survivor. Now say Dipano, a demonstration. What's what say? A party, party flag. Then go back to me flag. Menam Tiago Yanoso. Kwame, Menam Tiago Yanoso. The party with that flag. Woman Tiago Yanoso, they should see to it that we are safe from Galamsey. And the burning of MPP flag no, are a symbol that the citizens are angry. The citizens are angry. Because muna more power. But say they may catch or no. The chief imam is pretending, or the Islamic community is pretending they don't know that Kufu Adone Bawumia. The Christian community is pretending like they don't know say Kufu Adone Bawumia, Ghana police and the Ghana military Omna A2 Galamsey no. The apostolic fathers who say why Duncan Williams they are pretending. Omukra de omunomu nimbroso. Duncan Williams mun de ombeko mukra no omutubio. Sankrofo no. Onipa men trust no one e wo wiase Duncan Williams. Minjini ni one.